This is Greater Media News.
Welcome to Greater Media News. My name is Princess Kemi Babalola. Here are the top stories. President Bola Tinubu on Friday said he is not in office for personal gain but to serve the country. He argued that his administration is focused on delivering tangible results and making a positive difference in the nation's infrastructure, food and energy security, education, and long-term economic stability. He highlighted the complex nature of the legislative activities, constitutional reviews, and nation-building processes, expressing confidence that Nigeria can progress through collaboration and inclusiveness.
I thank you very much. No one would do it better than us. Yes, there's hardship, but how did we get here? I think many of you will come a long way. And all I can promise is do the best. People are complaining now of petroleum prices. And I can assure you, I didn't come to look for money and exploit the situation. I came to work. I asked for the votes, and they gave it to me. Here we are.
The Committee on Consequential Adjustments in Salaries for Civil Servants met on Friday as regards the new minimum wage template and agreed that the effective date for implementation of new minimum wage be set as July 29, 2024. The committee also recommended that the wage award, which was discontinued by the government, should also be paid up till July 28, 2024. The committee, headed by the head of Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Walsin Jack, noted that the government took note of the economic situation in the country before it took its decisions. Hundreds of displaced flood victims in Maiduguri, Borno State, took to the streets to protest the lack of food and relief items following the devastating flood that occurred on September 9, 2024. The flood displaced over 1 million residents and destroyed critical infrastructure, leaving many without access to basic necessities. The protesters, mostly from the Baga Road area, obstructed traffic at the junction, expressing frustration over the perceived neglect in relief assistance and humanitarian aid. The National Examinations Council (NECO) has released the 2024 Senior Secondary Certificate Examination internal results. This was disclosed on Thursday, September 19, by NECO's Registrar and Chief Executive, Professor Dantani Wushishi. He said out of all the states that sat the examinations, candidates from Abia State led other states as they scored 5 credits and above, including mathematics and English language, making 83.40%. Katsina came last on the table with 42%. On foreign scene, Elon Musk's brain-computer interface implant startup, Neuralink, has received FDA breakthrough device designation for blind sight, an implant that aims to restore vision in individuals who are blind. According to Musk, the blind sight device will enable even those who have lost sight in both eyes and their optic nerve to see as long as their visual cortex is intact. It will even allow those blind from birth to see for the first time. The visual cortex is the part of one's brain that receives and processes visual information from the retinas. It's time for entertainment and sports news. Jubilee Marcus is standing by in our other studio. Good morning, Jubilee.
Good morning, Kemi. Now entertainment scene.
Tẹpámọ́ṣẹ́ ìkólè lórí oko gidi kólẹ̀ nítorí àwọn ọ̀làrí wọ́n padà bọ̀. Ọgbà yín ẹ̀ta o! Ẹ̀kọ́ ṣàkọọ́lẹ̀ bàbá mi bọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ o! Ṣáwọn tẹ́ ẹ̀rí kọ́ wa náà rí. Kábíyèsí o!
Èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ sáláàfin lójú rẹ̀, o sì mọ irú ìyà tó yẹ kó o fi jẹ.
Elishabi,
ẹ ó kó bí so wà ń kó wa lọ báyìí.
Ọ̀yẹ́ ìtì kan mi o.
Lisabi, ìwọ ló kàn.
Netflix has officially announced that Lisabi, The Uprising, will premiere this week Friday. This highly anticipated two-part film will debut on Netflix in September, with its sequel slated for release in January 2025. The film is set in the 18th century Oyo Empire, as an Egba farmer ignites a rebellion against the oppressive Oyo Empire, leveraging the collective power of his fellow farmers and enigmatic abilities. The addition of Lisabi, The Uprising to Netflix Yoruba language lineup, alongside titles like Femi Adebayo's Jagunjagun, Kule Afolayan's Anikulapo, The Rise of the Spectre, and Bolanle Osinpita's House of God, signals a powerful shift towards epic storytelling in Nigerian cinema. Lisabi boasts a star-studded cast, including Femi Adebayo, Odunlade Adekola, Ibrahim Mitele, Ibrahim Shatta, Luke Rose, and Lateef Adedimeji. Now on sports, Manchester City salvaged a 2-2 draw with 10-man Arsenal on Sunday to remain top of the Premier League table after a rip-roaring battle against their bitter title rivals. In other matches played, Chelsea defeated West Ham 3-0, while Liverpool were 3-0 winners against Bournemouth. Manchester City remain at the top, followed by Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Arsenal. That's all from my end. Back to Kemi for the rest of the news.
Thank you, Jubilee. As we start the new session, here are a few things to keep in mind.
Some of the most successful people in the world are the ones who've had the most failures. J.K. Rowling's, who wrote Harry Potter. Her first Harry Potter book was rejected 12 times before it was finally published. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He lost hundreds of games and missed thousands of shots during his career. But he once said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed." These people succeeded because they understood that you can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you. You have to let them show you what to do differently the next time. So if you get into trouble, that doesn't mean you're a troublemaker. It means you need to try harder to act right. If you get a bad grade, that doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you need to spend more time studying. No one's born being good at all things. You become good at things through hard work.
And that ends this week's news production. On behalf of the entire Greater Media crew, I wish you all a wonderful week. I still remain Princess Kemi Babalola. No press, no information.